Hey guys, the Super Review Show. I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that's been bugging me, and I wonder if it's been bugging you guys. We all know that Star Trek Beyond is coming out next year, 2016. I have a question regarding, I feel free to comment below about this. Where could the story go? Like, what direction could the story go? Because it's going to tie in with the 50th anniversary of the Star Trek. But where are they going to go story-wise? Because the last scene in Star Trek Into Darkness was them going on their 5-year mission. Now maybe they're on their year 3 of the 5-year mission, or I don't know. But maybe Idris Elba is a bad guy. I mean, maybe he's Q? Question marks? Who knows? But I don't know. I'm iffy on where it can go story-wise. But my theory is that it's going to go on their 5-year mission. They're going to reach a problem. And then Q is going to show up, and that's Idris Elba. That's my theory. Again, speculation. I have no idea what else to do. I don't know anything. I haven't read the script. I've not read anything. But that is my guess. That Idris Elba is going to be a villain, Q. And he's going to be the bad guy on their 5-year mission. So there's like year 2 or 3 into their mission, and then they're going to stop him, and then they're going to go from there. That's the way my guess is going to go. Otherwise, I have no idea. Now, another thing I want to get into on this one video, I'm not going to make 2 videos on this, I'm going to make 1 video, is that the Star Trek comic books being published by IDW Publishing, they fill the gaps between 2009 Into Darkness, and now they're going to fill the gaps between Beyond. Because some of the stuff they have in those books, like, they had between Star Trek 2009 and Star Trek Into Darkness, they had I know it was after Into Darkness. As far as like the comic books go, they had the Romulan-Klingon War. The Klingons and the Romulans had a war between the two of them, and the Enterprise was caught in the middle of it. I didn't read it yet, but I'm working on getting it to read it. But stuff like that, and also there was a storyline called Parallel Lives, where they had like the Enterprise had an opposite of them. So like Captain James T. Kirk would be, the opposite was Jane T. Kirk, and it was Mrs. Spock, stuff like that. It was like the opposite of stuff. It was really weird. I didn't see that one either. And also they also had Q. They had the character Q tied in with the franchise, the comic books. And also, but before all this, you also had like how they came to Starfleet and stuff. That's between 2009 and Into Darkness. They had like stuff like that. It was. But what I'm wondering is, I wonder if these comic books, because considering that they're a sequel, they take place in between the movies. Could we see something that's tied in with kind of like how Star Wars is doing? And see how this is tied in with the movies, but not very loosely. Kind of like how the Star Wars comics are tied in with the Star Wars movies. So it's like Luke after Episode 4, after Episode 5, stuff like that. Or Darth Vader comic, things of that nature. Now, I don't know about this, but I honestly think that this whole Star Trek comic book thing is a little, like, I don't know. It's weird. But like stuff like that. They brought in Q. They're on their, but in the comic books they're on their 5-year mission as well. So that's what I'm wondering. Like, maybe these are loosely tied in. I don't know. But if anyone out there has any ideas on how these Star Trek comics, the IDW ones that are tied in, like the ongoing stuff, like 2009 stories, Into Darkness, Romulan War. And Romulan and Klingon War, Jane T. Kirk, Q Gambit, stuff like that. If anyone has any idea about what or how these, if they even do, tie in with the movies, please let me know immediately. Because that way I'll have confusion, and then I'll make a video on it and stuff like that. But yeah, that's just my theory on that. If anyone else has any comments or thoughts on that, please jump in the comments section and let me know, what do you guys think about these IDW comic books, because they got like about a lot of Star Trek comic books, but the one that interested me the most was the ongoing stories of Chris Pine as Kirk and Zachary Quinto as Spock. how they met up with Q and stopped the Romulan Klingon war and stuff like that. The things of that nature, they stopped. And I'm wondering what, if they tie in or not. I'm assuming they don't, but if anyone else has any outside information on that, please jump in the comments section. I would love to hear your thoughts on whether or not these things are going to play out in Star Trek Beyond and even in Star Trek 4. But please let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. But for the Super Review Show and all of your Star Trek updates, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. I'll see you later.